What's up, Modern Drummer? Modern Drummer, my favorite drum magazine in the world. I was subscribed to Modern Drummer, junior high, high school, and college. I got a university degree in percussion, and I was subscribed to Modern Drummer the whole time. So it's an honor to be here. My name's Mike Miley. I play drums with Rival Sons. I'm on tour. We're opening for Smashing Pumpkins right now. Having a blast out here, August 2023. I'm gonna do a rundown of my tour kit. I endorse Pearl drums, Aquarian drum heads, Vincent drumsticks, Heisty cymbals, and I'll go through all these. Also Roland, Porter and Davies thumper seat. I have the classic 26-inch bass drum, 26 by 14 inches deep, and this one is wide open. We use towels instead of felt strips, but there's no muffling in there. From the bottom up, I have an 18-inch floor tom, 16-inch floor tom. This is 15 by 16, 16 by 18. This one I wanted a little more shallow. And then this is a 10 by 14. And then snare is a 6.5 by 14. Aluminum Sensitone Pearl. You can see it. Beautiful snare. It's pretty responsive, but got a good ring to it. You're playing grooves. Can't forget the sponsor toms. Right, so I did that for a little bit of self-indulgence because I like the sound. Shout out to Danny Wagner, Greta Van Fleet. He inspired me to add these onto my kit too. So on the drums is Aquarian classic clear with power dot. So single ply clear head with a dot. Has enough ring, but yet dead. So I like pointed articulation with a lot of ring, if possible. And then I use the power dot underneath on a classic coated single ply on the snare. And then just single plies on the bottom. So. Lot of response, you know, and I wanted that old sound. Obviously, this is, let's just quote and get it out of the way. This is what the setup John Bonham had. I am trying to go for that sound. So, for all the lovely critics out there, I'm going for a Bonham sound, which is big drums tuned high. A lot of the 70s drummers did that. You know, I mean, Ginger Baker tuned high, Keith Moon tuned high. Charlie Watts in the early days tuned high. Ringo tuned high in the early days. So Mitch Mitchell tuned high. They were all listening to Buddy Rich, Gene Krupa, Mel Lewis, the big band drummers, Buddy Rich, you know. So, so there's tone. Hopefully you can hear it in the recording. Heisty Big Beat, 2002 Big Beats, 20-inch, 19-inch. This is 21. It's a prototype. So you can see prototype. So strong bell, medium pink, a thin edge. So to get that, I do a lot of crash ride beats. So like, so you get basically 3 shapes, 3 colors, 3 timbres out of 1 cymbal. So I designed this with Arno in Switzerland. So who knows, maybe if people talk about it enough, Heisty will put it in production. So these are just big beat crashes, 16-inch hats, slightly bigger than normal. Pretty beefy, but still got a sizzle in them, you know what I mean, right? Oh. Cowbell, of course, you gotta have the cowbell. So I have my SPDX, but you can't hear it right now. This has samples. We have show intro. I have a couple like 2-bar samples of like reverse swell guitar things for a couple parts. We're using 707 kick and snare on the song Dark Fighter. But and then Jerry Harvey in-ear monitors for that great in-ear sound. I do use a click track. My drum tech will turn it on and off just for like 1 bar. Say we're in the 2nd verse, I wink at him just to make sure we're in the same place. Or maybe the band wanted to speed up in the 1st chorus and I need to pull back the 2nd verse or something. So we'll just drop that in, drop it out, and I use it for count offs as well. So my rundown, classic Vornado fan. Any Vornado fans in the house? I have a Hero 8 drum cam. I made friends with some of the people at GoPro. And so yeah, so I use this sometimes to film myself, check my technique and all that. Kind of a drum nerd, so. It's all about the paradiddles. I do a little bit of resistance band training. So I'll do good mornings, some good mornings like this. Just get the hamstrings, the whole back, the posterior chain they call it. Get that going. And I'll get this going. I'll do some overhead squats, some military presses behind. Overhead squat, military press, overhead squat. This just gets all the arms and the like all this. If you try this at home, you can feel it like extending back, just opening up the body. So much of drumming can be like this, you know. So hopefully I can give you some double unders to get on footage because they're really hard. There's some for you. So now I have blood flow, lungs are going. Well, this is 2 hours before a show, but normally I do that 20 minutes before I go on. So I'm like, heart rate's up, all that stuff. Meanwhile, I'm intersplicing, you know, doing warm-ups on the kit. And then I have another warm-up that I do. It's from, I stole it from Filipino martial arts. Filipino martial arts, FMA. When you're doing with sticks, so you have these moves where you're here, boom, backhand, umbrella, and then you hit. So I made a paradiddle exercise to warm up my shoulders. So it goes, it's a little bit of 80s hair metal rock, you know, but it opens up the whole shoulder. So right, left, right, 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 left, left, right, left, right, right, left. But if I want to get my feet involved, I'll go 1 again, 2 again, 3 again, 4 again. So essentially the bass drum is playing, you know, all the in-betweens of the variable exercise. That opens up the body. So after all this, you know, I've done sufficient warm-up. There you go. So this is the rundown of my tour kit with Rival Sons. We're out with Smashing Pumpkins, opening up. It's so fun. As you can hear, the doors are open and there's people out there giving you guys a little taste of what it's like to be on the road, and hearing the house music, feeling the energy. Modern Drummer, I love you. All the fans of Modern Drummer, I love you too. Fans of Rival Sons, I love you. And we'll see you out there on the road.